You can now generate image and video inside of ElevenLabs, meaning you can create any AI asset you need directly from your ElevenLabs account. So on top of the world's leading models for AI voice, sound, and music, you now have the best image and video generation models in one place, such as Google's Nano, Flux, WAN 2.5, and even Topaz for upscaling images, and then Veo 3.1, Sora 2, and Kling 2.5, and many, many more of the best video generation models. So no matter your content workflow or model preference, you can do it all within ElevenLabs. And this includes all of the AI workflows that we've previously shown you on this channel. Now, here's how to generate image and video with ElevenLabs. So to begin generating image and video in ElevenLabs, it's as simple as clicking on the image and video tab from the homepage, but I'm also going to put it as the first link in the description down below. And then to generate, all you want to do is type out the prompt in the modal at the bottom of the screen. And before you go ahead and click send, you need to decide what models you want to use, what type of asset you want to create, and then adjust all of the parameters that go with that model. So for example, if we wanted to generate an image, I can click image, describe the image that we want to create. So we could create a wooden doll. Then I can select the image model. So here, as you can see, we've got Google Nano Banana, Dream 4, GPT, Flux Context, WAN 2.5. I'm going to select the model, and then we can select the aspect ratio and then the number of generations we want to do, which was between 1 and 4. And you can also add images as references to inspire the style of your generations. And you can do that by uploading your own, or we can actually simply drag and drop from the explore page right here into the image reference and use this to inspire the generation. So now that we've typed in wooden doll, the generation we'll likely get will be the exact same image with a wooden doll instead of the woman. So let's go ahead and click generate. And you'll notice now that we have the exact image, except the person here is a wooden doll, and we've got 4 different generations. But just to show you here, we can also actually just paste in solely prompts, select a model, and then click generate. So here I prepared a model, and then I go ahead and click send. And as you can see, we have 4 incredible image generations based solely off of the prompt that we gave it and the model that we chose. And you can go ahead and do the same thing with video. And you'll notice that when you switch to video, you have a few more parameters, and these parameters change depending on what model you choose. So for example, with Google Veo 3.1, we have start frames, end frames, and image references. However, if we go to Kling 2.5, we can only add a start frame. But then again, you simply describe your prompt and adjust the parameters that you want to use for a video. And now ElevenLabs here has been built to improve the efficiency of your AI content workflows. Instead of having to download this image and then go and upscale it somewhere and then bring it back into a new video model, we can do all of it in one place. Again, if I wanted to, I could simply click and drag this to use it as the start frame for a video that I want to generate. But what I can also do is click on the image, and then we've got a few different workflows here. Again, we've got user's reference, which is the same as just clicking and dragging, but I can also directly upscale it right now, or I can recreate a similar image. And then we've also got create video, which we'll get to in just a second. But before you generate videos, the first thing you want to do is upscale to get the best video output. So here I simply click upscale, and now we're taken to the upscale modal. It uses Topaz, and we can choose the resolution at which we want to upscale, and then click generate. So here I want to up the resolution 4 times. And then I simply click send. And now ElevenLabs is going to upscale our image before we go and turn that into a video. And as you can see, we now have our image that has been upscaled so we can go and turn it into a video. But before we do, I quickly want to mention that you can quickly click on a model if you want to reuse it. Same thing with the parameters and also the prompts. And then it's directly copied and pasted into the prompt box. And so this is a really quick way to quickly regenerate similar shots to what you've already been making. Let's say you generated something you liked, but you wanted to adjust the prompt slightly. You can simply click on it. It then appears in the prompt box, and we can go ahead and tweak it to our liking and simply regenerate. Now, once we've upscaled the image and we want to turn it into a video, all we have to do is open it up, and here we can click create video. And now it's taken into the modal. Here we then simply need to choose the model. And so I'm going to create a video with Veo 3.1. I'm not going to use an end frame because I haven't generated it, but if we already had, we could. So for example, if we wanted to transition from this shot to this shot, we could simply drag this and use that as the end frame. However, I don't want to do that. And here I can simply paste my video prompt. And before I click generate, we can adjust all of the parameters. So we've already selected Google Veo 3.1, but we can change the aspect ratio. I've chosen 1080p as the resolution, and then we're going to upscale it again within ElevenLabs afterwards. And here I want to change the duration to 6 seconds. We can also choose to generate audio or not. And so here we can generate with audio. We can also then add a negative prompt. And so if we were making generations where things kept on appearing within our video that we didn't want, we can actually type those things in, and that would remove them and make sure that they weren't showing up within the generation. And then finally here we can choose the number of generations that we want to do. So here I want 2 variations of my prompt. So I select 2, and then we simply click generate. And we'll look at the generations in just a second, but hopefully from this, you can quickly see how efficient your workflows can become when you have everything in one single place. Whether you're creating simple static image assets and upscaling, or generating a video transition with start and end frames, or even generating the perfect video asset and then lip syncing it to your own audio, it's all possible inside of ElevenLabs. And when I say it's all possible, this is because inside of ElevenLabs, it goes much further than just the generation, thanks to the ElevenLabs Studio. And so as you can see right here, I've got the 2 different VO 3.1 video generations, so I preferred this one on the right here. On the left, you'll see that I've got a few different options. And so for an example, we could lip sync it. If I generated some audio with 11v3, I could then click use in lip sync and then sync that audio to this character. And I could do this with images of myself or characters that I've created. And I could use my professional voice clone and also voices that I've created. Below that, again, we've got upscale video, because you always want to upscale your videos to the best resolution for the best output. And then we could also recreate and regenerate. But the last option we have right here is to edit in Studio. And if I click edit in Studio, this is where the magic happens in terms of taking your projects further, because this is then imported into an ElevenLabs Studio project where you can then go and add sound effects, voiceovers, and music. And I just want to mention that everything that I've just shown you in terms of image and video generation, you can also find directly in Studio right here by clicking on video and simply describing, again, what you want, selecting the model you want to choose, the aspect ratio, and all of the other parameters. And you'll notice that above that, you also have your entire generation history. And so you could go ahead and use the ElevenLabs Studio to create your entire project in one place, with video where you lip sync a voiceover and then add background music and sound effects. And on top of that, maybe add some images. You can all generate it in ElevenLabs Studio. And you can try this out right now. You can click the first link in the description, and we would love to hear your feedback. Let us know what models and what features you want to see. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.